first of all, oh, okay. First off, I love the movie. I thought you were amazing in it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, since this movie has to do with imaginary friends, did you have one growing up?
I didn't have an imaginary friend growing up, but I had so many stuffed animals, and also I had three brothers, so I feel like I had my own friends that like I didn't need to go searching for an imaginary friend, but yes.
Well, and in this movie, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I'm happy I didn't now that after doing this.
So now what drew you to this project?
Well, for me, I auditioned and like everyone else, and for me, when I first read the script, I just loved Taylor, and I loved it wasn't a character that I'd really done before, and getting to explore the kind of balance between her kind of aggressiveness with Jess and that kind of dynamic, but then also exploring the different dynamics with Alice and getting to kind of see all the different sides of Taylor. And also the entire script was just a lot of fun, and I loved the physical elements of this entire movie and all this like stunts I got to do, and then also just the emotional elements of it all.
Nice. And I think what I really liked the most about your character in particular was like you're a badass. Like you get stuff done. I love that.
Yeah, it was so fun. I loved playing that character, and I loved getting to because I got to do so many like stunts and everything, and I got to do all of the stuff that I hadn't done before. And yeah, I mean, she was a character I haven't really had that before, so getting to do this was so new and fun.
That's awesome. Now, just kind of springboarding off of that, were there any things in the script that you kind of changed that you were like, well, maybe my character wouldn't really say this, or make it more maybe authentic to like the character's age?
I think I think for the most part, everything was very it was written well for the age. Like nothing was I was like, "Oh, this is too young," or this is but I think everything helped me kind of create with the script. It was such a great to help me kind of create Taylor and what I thought of her, and having that balance between that because I mean, she's 15, she's young, but she is going through all of this stuff with her biological mom, and then she's having this whole thing with Alice and that kind of backstory that I created in my head. And yeah, it helped me a lot to create her.
So what you're saying is you were using your imagination.
I was, yes.
Um,
Yes.
and I think you were talking about your co-stars like Pyper Braun was really great in this, and it seems like you all had just had a great chemistry. Were you able to bond a little bit, like behind the scenes?
Yeah, I think for Piper and I, that's where most of the bonding happened. We didn't have too many scenes together, but I think for us, when we got to New Orleans, we were both super excited, and we both only have brothers, so getting to kind of dive into that sister dynamic and getting to experience that, and we played a lot of board games when we would get home, and we got ice cream a lot. We just explored beignets. We were exploring New Orleans together, which was such a nice thing to have.
That's awesome, and I'm sure that kind of helped, feel like that you had that sisterly bond,
It
right?
did. It really did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that comes through. Also, like I said, your the cast is amazing. DeWanda Wise, Betty Buckley, oh my gosh, from Carrie. So
Yes. Yeah. With this project, with this movie, everyone on set was it was such a delightful experience, and really just made friendships that I feel like will last just forever. And especially with Betty, it was just so much fun working with her, and she is someone that I will forever just be friends with, and I truly consider her a dear friend of mine, and she's so funny, and just working with her and DeWanda as well. She was such a great mentor for me and Piper on set, and again, just a delight.
nice. And that kind of like is a really great segue into my next question which was like some of the older actors, they were like really good mentors to you as far as like, how to play a certain scene a certain way, or
Yeah, I think especially with DeWanda, because I had a lot of scenes with her. For her, there were she's just a really good scene partner, and if there's a scene where the emotional elements are really kind of there and kind of an emotional scene, she's there to help me get to that point. She was really good at helping me reach the emotion that I needed to get to. So yeah.
now what is that process like, if you don't mind sharing, as far as like getting you to that like really like emotional place? Because I mean, you do have some really great like scenes like later in the film where it's like, oh my gosh, my heart was just bleeding for you.
Yeah, I think it's like for Taylor, I mean the emotional bits that she's going through, there's like when Alice first goes missing, I think being able to kind of in ways relate and just kind of connect with Taylor and how she's feeling. And I have a little brother, and I know that if something ever happened to him and he went missing, I would be a mess. And Taylor's going through these range of emotions, and she's kind of spiraling. She doesn't know what to do, and she feels a lot of guilt from it. So I think for me, for kind of getting into the emotions of everything, it's just kind of finding moments where I can relate to it and kind of connect with her on certain elements of it. Um, so yeah.
Nice. Well, I think it definitely comes through. Also, Evil Bing Bong. I love that. Now, that's all I can think about.
Yes, that was so funny. I that was such a good line.
Was that ad-libbed, or that was in the script?
I did not ad lib. That was I did not come up with that. They wrote that, but it was really funny.
That's cute. Um, yeah. So, are you a horror fan?
I am a horror fan. This was my first horror movie, but I was really excited to jump into it and explore this genre. I'm someone who loves trying out different genres and kind of getting to just explore that, and that's something that I hope to do more of in the future. So,
Yeah, and what I think is really like amazing about this movie is there's like some really amazing practical effects, like that bear monster, like that wasn't CGI, correct? That was like a an actor.
that was all there. That was so well done, and the amount of detail and the amount of work that they put into that is just incredible. And seeing it all come together, and for Dane to really get into that character of it, and it was so good. It was terrifying, but it was amazing.
Nice. Now I need to wrap up, but just one more quick question. Will we see you in any more horror films? Is that something you'd want to
I would
continue?
love to do more horror films. None right now, but I would absolutely love to continue with that.
We're gonna we're gonna set intentions. We're gonna put it out there.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
so
More horror films somewhere in the future.
there you go.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. It's been a blast. Again, the movie's fantastic, and you all should check it out. It's on VOD, plus the Blu-rays coming out. I believe the 7th, or was it the 17th? But I'll put in all that information in the description,
Yeah.
so you should
Thank
definitely check
you.
it out.
Yes, you should.